Hey everybody, it's Patricia. I am here. I have a notebook in my hand, so you know this is going to be a hot mess. Welcome back, everybody. I'm over it. I have not been wanting to say anything. I have been trying to be the good little consultant that could. I have just been trying to keep my mouth shut, keep my head to the ground, and go through these month to months, these end of months, survive alive, do what I need to do, and then survive the next live, and then do what I need to do. But what I saw on somebody's community page today just took me over the edge. Okay, so I have notes. They are done in no rhyme or order. It was just what popped in my head first. I'm sure it will be gobbledygook. We'll figure it out together. So first of all, the issues that we're having with Scentsy and why I feel like they are just playing in our face is that, let's just start off with weak bars. I have been complaining for like a hot second about these bars not being worth salt. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you used to have bars where you did your day one, then you came back on day two, and it was like, oh yeah, I could still smell it, maybe I couldn't, or it was weak on day two. Sometimes you even got a day three, and that was a beautiful thing. But I have been complaining for a while. I saw something on Charities. I think she did not a reel, well, it is a reel, but a short on here on YouTube, and she was talking about these bars and how we need to stop just giving people our money and just accept it. Basically, so we need to stop accepting mediocrity. I mean, she didn't say the word mediocrity, but potato. Oh, okay. So let me get to I will try to condense this as much as I can. So I am still working on the 10 new bars that are going to be in the fall winter catalog. We had an issue in the house. We had a pipe that was leaking, and that just took over our lives for a few days. Floor was leaking in one room. It was seeping underneath the wall into the next room. It was a hot mess. The house has just been discombobulated for almost a week. So we ended up taking part of the wall where the dampness was coming through underneath, had a table on it that had two warmers on it, and that was the largest room of the house. So that immediately knocked two warmers out of commission because I didn't have anywhere else to plug the warmers into, because we have 5,000 things plugged into the side of the room where the other two warmers are at, along with TVs and everything under the sun. So saying all that, with our issues in the house, number one, I totally forgot about wax. That was like the last thing on my mind. We needed to find out what was happening with this leak and stop the water and get the water up and the whole nine. So after we had it halfway under control, then I was like, well, I'm so behind. Let me go ahead and just kind of throw 3 cubes and the 2 warmers in the room and see if we can do something there. Like I said, this is the family room, largest room in the house. So it's going to take, usually I do a whole bar of wax in that room. So I did 3 cubes and 2 warmers. So I did 6 cubes of wax in one room. And I don't even remember what it was. And it was just kind of like, eh. So I tried to go ahead and do my whole, okay, this is what I'm warming in this room. This is what it smelled like on day 1. This is what it smelled like on day 2. But I've just come to the conclusion that day 2 reviews are just going to be over, because I just can't seem to get any good day 2 happenings anymore. It's like, I just need to, if I'm going to accept this wax, I need to just enjoy it on day 1. Just go off of day 1. It's just going to be a day 1 scent. I'm going to enjoy it to the fullest on day 1, and we just going to keep it pushing. And I hate to have to come off like that, but I was just like, okay, at this point, what's the use? You know what I mean? So I think I still have, how many is it? I want to say maybe three of the new fall winter wax bars left, and I've just been throwing the clamshells in my empties, and I'll just circle back around when I do the empties, because I'm not even doing a day two review, a warm review, because it's like, what's the point? Either I like it for what it is on day one and I will repurchase, or I won't. Okay, so got that out the way. Okay, so let's just get to what I saw today that sent me all the way over the edge at work in the office. So I'm working and I'm listening to YouTube, and I'm scrolling to get to the next thing. And then I see this community tab, April Lee Wax Queen, and she said, "Always Get My Bar will no longer be available in Australia and New Zealand starting September 1st. What? I was like, what? So, like, I'm like doing like this, trying to zoom it up. I've completely stopped working at this point, because I'm just like, surely that did not say what I thought it said. So then I sprinted to the comments to hear what everybody else was saying, and everybody seems to be in this kind of same group think that, oh God, if it's happening there, what's coming down the pike for everybody else? I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't even have blood pressure issues, and I could just feel myself becoming angry, because it's like, this is the one thing. This is guaranteed income for me, for Scentsy, for anybody that has customers. This is the bread and butter of the Scentsy business, to bring back my bar. Guaranteed income, month after month after month. Why would you want to take that away? Make it make sense. Some comments in the section were saying this is why people have Scentsy Club. And some people wonder if the discontinued bars will be a club exclusive type of thing. Is Scentsy gonna do something where they're like, oh, well, we can't afford to keep making all these bars, so, we'll bring it back here and there or whatever. Once again, that would be another lie that Scentsy told us, just like they did with the whole 25% for life, but I digress. The whole thing is Scentsy's promise that is like embedded into the fiber of our brains, is that if you are the only person, say it's little old me, if I am the only person on earth that likes blueberry pancakes, they will continue to make that bar for me and only me, as long as I have a Scentsy Club. Is that an expensive thing to do? I don't know. Guess what? It ain't my problem, because that's what y'all told me you would do. Some people wonder if the bring back my bar, well, not to bring back my bars, the exclusive club, or the bars that you put in your club, if they'll be kind of rotated around, like if they'll take it away but then they'll kind of bring it back or whatever. That leads me to the next debacle, which I'm probably skipping down on the list, but the clearance section. Can we have a discussion over that? Okay, did they say something recently about we're going to be, updating this clearance section at midnight Pacific time, which would be 3 a.m. my time, every Sunday night? So if you go there, then you'll be able to find this drop, because all of a sudden I keep hearing about these drops, and they have these bars that are like old as dirt, like sugar, like pink haze. The heartbreak that I got when I went in that clearance section, after I saw, I think it was Lisa's post on, it was a community post talking about, oh, sugar was just in the clearance section. You know, I don't even remember if she said she got bars or not. It's in her club, so whatever. But the anger and the anguish and the sense of loss that I felt when I went to that clearance section hours later to see the sold out and to see that it was offered. I'm just going to leave it right there. Anyway, this isn't about me. This is about everybody else and me, but it's not only about me. I'm going to move on. I don't know when people are hitting the clearance section. I don't know if there's supposed to be a given time or day, or if it's just a luck of the Irish thing, and if they decide to drop something on a Wednesday at 2:57 p.m., then that's when they'll do the drop. I don't know what's happening. All I know is things are popping up in clearance, and my thing is, most of us work every day. Do we have time to be going in clearance every day, every hour on the hour or whatever, to check the clearance section to see what gem has dropped? I mean, did they give us a hint and maybe I missed it? Please help me out because I am confused. I work, so I just don't have, it's not on top of mind every day at 9:52. Oh, let me run to the clearance section and see if anything's in there. Are y'all doing that? Because if so, tell me how you're doing it. I'm moving on. It's like I can feel my blood pressure going up. What else did I put? Okay, bring back my bar. Nothing's been said. People are wondering, like, okay, I know they kind of lengthened the amount of time for this last Bring Back My Bar, but y'all know how it go. By the time we get to Bring Back My Bar, we're already voting on the next round of Bring Back My Bar. Ain't nobody said squat. Are we gonna have a Bring Back My Bar? Who knows? So far for the 10 new bars, this is the last thing I have on the list. Like I said, I'm working through them. So far, even though I haven't had the dedicated time to daily be like, okay, I'm warming this today, I'm warming this tomorrow. So far, I don't know. I'm gonna have to revisit those 10 new bars again because I just don't, nothing has grabbed my attention to the point of, oh my God, I must have it. I walked into the 10 new bars and it was just like that pine and laundry, and I think it was like a white oak and something or other. Those were the two favorites, and there were some other good ones too, but everything was light on cold. That's the thing that bothered me. So if nothing else, I might pick up the pine and laundry one again, and that white whatever, the woody one that I said that I loved. And I don't know, guys, that might be it because I had 2 vendor wax orders open. I was on both websites for the vendor wax fans. You guys know what companies I'm talking about. I had a cart, an open cart on both of them. And I was literally sitting and talking to my husband. It was just like, okay, this is the game plan. It's this amount of bars for this vendor, and it's gonna cost X amount of dollars. It's this amount of bars for this other vendor. It's gonna cost X amount of dollars. They're both gonna be more. One was gonna be more expensive than Scentsy. The other one wasn't. But with the one that even with the one that was going to be more expensive, I was going to get a lot more uses because they weren't one-time usages of wax. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You were getting less product. You would be able to use the multiple product or the products multiple times. It's kind of like 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. I emptied out the cart, both carts. One is now no longer available to purchase. The other one, the pre-order is still up. But I emptied out those carts because I was like, why would I buy other wax? Even though I know it's going to be stronger in strength. Why would I do that when I know I can make money back off of my own products? Well, not my products, Scentsy's products, but you know what I mean. I can get money back off of my order. But now it's just like all these changes are happening. We've got weak wax. We don't know what's happening from day to day, week to week, you know. So it's kind of like, well, if they don't care, why should I? I know that is a horrible thing to say as a consultant, but that's kind of where I'm at, because at the end of the day, I want my home to smell good. If I forget to change wax the next day, I would like my home to smell just as good as it did the day before the next day. And we used to have that with Scentsy, and now we don't. And it's like, I need to make my money work. So that's just my 2 cents. I am just rambling. I could have a totally different opinion tomorrow. That is where I'm at today. So let me know, people. Are you feeling the same way? If not, what are your thoughts? As always, this is a safe space. Whatever opinions you have, please share. Whether it's, girl, what are you thinking? You better make the money off of the Scentsy and keep it pushing. Because truth be told, I've had an outstanding month this month already. And today, I think, is the 19th. So I've had a really good month. So technically, I shouldn't be sitting here saying jack. But let me know. That's just where I'm at. And like I said, I go from here to there on the weekly, sometimes on the daily. It just depends on what I have heard and what whisperings in the wind or the silence in the wind. It just depends. But this is where I am at as of right now. I would love to hear your opinions to find out where everybody else is at. Are you just looking into vendor wax now and you're getting your jollies? Because as we all know, that pink sugar scent is available in vendor wax. I do have some in vendor wax for my last order, which I will probably put on to kind of lull myself at some point. I need to get through these new bars though, but probably as soon as I get done with those, I'm going to warm me some pink sugar so I can soothe myself as I sit and hold myself and rock and try and figure out what is going on. Let me know your thoughts. As always, all thoughts and opinions are welcome. Once again, safe zone for us to talk, breathe, all that. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.